Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This time I made Call of Duty's Nuketown multiplayer map in Blender and I was really looking forward to share this video. So let's get started. I made this map in three parts. First, I created the greenhouse area and its backyard items, then the yellow house area and finally the middle house. So for the greenhouse, I started with a simple cube, made the roof by extruding the top edges of the cube and joining them by scaling at y-axis. I then extruded the sides of the roof by its edges and then duplicated the roof at z-axis to give it a height. I wanted to make the Nuketown exact as the original one, so I took a lot of screenshots of the props, the buildings in Call of Duty mobile game to get a good visualization of the map. So once I was done with the main frame structure of the greenhouse, I made garage. For the garage, I copied the same house and rotated it 90 degrees and made small adjustments in the size as it was in the map. Since I didn't have any exact measurements of the object, I tried to be as correct as possible. I didn't make the interior of the house since it would have taken a lot more time. However, I will make a detailed game ready model in my future videos. So for the doors, I took a cube and made it to a normal door size and copied at all the location where the doors are present in the house. I'm going to use the boolean tool and cut out the holes in the main frame of the house. The same I will do for the windows. So after the doors in the back of the house, I added a frame which is attached to both the houses. So I will use the same mesh in other house. I will attach the stairs to it and add more details to it since it's an outdoor mesh. So I added as much as detail to it as possible since this will be seen in my final render. Similarly, I made the front portion of the house which has this diagonal kind of design. I intentionally spent a good amount of time in this to get it right because again it's an outdoor mesh and it was worth it since I got the exact model of it. After this, I started designing the garage doors. I just added a few loop cuts and then selected the face and extruded it inside so that it would look like windows in the garage doors. Similarly, I designed the door and I'm going to use the same door throughout the map. So I made this also a bit detailed, like adding a UV sphere which acts as a door knob. And after all the doors and windows, I just took a normal plane and made a circular hole in it using the cylinder. Then I just rotated the whole house and all the objects and joined it with the base. I again copied the same greenhouse and resized it for the backyard house and then added a design and a door as it was in the map. I took a cube and arranged it on y-axis to make a fence, joined all the cube together using the array modifier and arranged it in the backyard of the house just like this. And after that there was another backyard house This one had the same diagonal type design which we earlier made in the front of the house. So I made this design from the scratch because if I copied all those cubes, I would have to make so many changes. So it was easy this way. Then I copied the layout on all three sides of this house and added other few details which was necessary. So for the garden, I made an arc using bevel tool and added fences on its side. Then I just added the cubes horizontally and vertically to connect the both arcs and to match it with the actual design, and finally rotated it according to the other objects. And since this is a mobile version of Nuketown, most of the objects are not well detailed. So I modeled a few things according to myself, like this bunker. I have added many other small detail to the map, like small pot, the chimneys, the detailing in front and back frames, and I have also designed the inside of the greenhouse garage because I didn't wanted that an empty garage display on my rendered image. Now after the bunker, there was one small detail which I missed while making the garage, was the garage tiles kind of thing, which was basically stones. So I took a cube, added the array modifier to it and positioned it accordingly. Everything doesn't have to be as exact as possible because you don't have the exact measurements. So I modified a few things on my own, just like this tiles, which I was happy with it. So for the final item for the greenhouse part is a board which says welcome to the Nuketown. So this board was pretty simple to design. I just have to join a few cubes and there it was. So finally, after placing all the objects, rotating it according to the plane, I was really happy with it. I added the curtains into the windows as well. The same way I started modeling the yellow house. The main building was easy. I just have to move the edge of the house along z-axis and make the chimney, which was basically a long cube with some designs on the top. Then I started making the design of the house and its garage. The garage was same as the main building, so I copied the yellow house model frame and made some adjustment to it, making sure that the basic structure looks as same as the original. After making the basic structure, I made doors and windows holes and copied the frames from the greenhouse to this one. And then I copied the frames and did some adjustment to it. I thought I was going to have just to rotate the fence, but I also have to make changes to it since the layout was totally different on the backyard of this house. Then I made just remaining props of the backyard, like this swing and this barbecue looking kind of thing, which I found it really weird. I also copied the stairs frame which I made earlier for the greenhouse and rotated it like 180 degrees and attached to the yellow house. It saved a lot of time. And after that I made rest of the prop, like the base of the house, the pots, the front portion of the house, which was slightly different from the greenhouse, so I made everything from the scratch. It was pretty easy. It didn't take much of my time. I was able to make all of these things in like half an hour. Then I rotated all the area of the yellow house in the map and joined it with the center ground base, and it really took shape of like Nuketown. The middle area was tricky. I didn't had the exact measurement and it was of an angle. So I imported the image in the Blender, and in wireframe mode I added a plane and moved the vertices of the plane to match it with the house. That way I had the exact angle and kind of exact proportional measurement of the house. Then I followed the same procedure, adding the designs, adding the chimneys, the doors, the windows, the curtains, and finally the fence, which gave it the complete look of the Nuketown map. So after all the houses, I started placing the cars in the map. I have modeled this car long back for one of my old projects. You can download it if you want, and it will save a lot of time. Then I have placed this lamp post which I designed it myself, and copied it another side of the map to give it a more street kind of view. And I downloaded this truck and the school bus from free3d.com since I got the exact models which I wanted. I made a simple electric pole, and for the wire I added a Bezier curve, and in curve properties I increased the depth under the bevel to 0.3, which gave it a wire model, and it worked perfectly fine as I wanted. Now wherever you want to add the wire, just copy the vertices to that location and fill the vertices by pressing F. It was the easiest way to make a wire. Now last few details were left, like adding a transformer, which was kind of difficult since the transformer was out of the viewing area and I was not able to capture a proper screenshot. So I designed whatever I can. I could have made a detailed transformer, but it would have taken a lot of time. I also added a barricade with barbed wire, which was like at the end of the map, the edge of the map. I also added some sandbags near the barricade which military used to make it a little bit more realistic. For finally rendering the model, just choose the angle where you want your camera to be and press Ctrl Alt 0. It will automatically place the camera there. For environment, Blender 2.9 has introduced an advanced sky texture Nishita. You can adjust the sun size, the sun intensity, the air, etc. on it, and it's really amazing. Earlier I have to do a lot of adjustment to the light angles and the source, but now it's everything under that sky texture, and I also set the exposure to -0.3 and finally press F12. I have some rendered images that I took. I haven't given any texture to the model since I did not have the exact textures for the Nuketown, and I thought it looked good this way. But if you guys want, I can make a separate video on that. I rendered this map in cycles instead of EV and changed the device settings from CPU to GPU compute. Let me know what you guys think of this video and make sure to comment and subscribe the channel. I'm going to make more of these videos next month. Thank you guys. Stay safe.